was a GAL, every day was different. I tried to take 1 day per week where I didn't work, and that kind of varied. Sometimes it was in the middle of the week, and sometimes it was on a weekend. I usually shop for having it be Saturday or Sunday. And people were always surprised that I worked weekends, and I was like, well, if mom has the kids from 5 p.m. on Friday until 5 p.m. on Sunday, the only time I'm going to see them with mom is if I work weekends. I work 40 hours a week, but which 40 hours was totally random. It was not a 9 to 5 gig. So, college, law school, bar exam, practicing for a while, or if you haven't practiced for a while, like I said, you can follow somebody around who has done it. And then a judge signs off on it, and you're good to go. After that, the court sort of figures out who's good at it and who's not, and appoints people accordingly. You're appointed by the court. No, not in college. I think I sort of discovered it in law school because I volunteered as a CASA, a court-appointed special advocate, which is different in Virginia than a GAL. A CASA is a non-lawyer volunteer. They sort of gather facts on what's going on. They're generally appointed in around here at least, they're appointed in foster care cases. They meet with the child more often than the GAL, but they don't make legal recommendations, etc. So I sort of became aware of it sort of mid to late law school as a possibility. Well, number one, when I was your age, I don't think I could have ever imagined where my career path was going, like where it eventually went. When I was your age, don't rush into things. Keep an open mind about where your career might go, even if it doesn't go where you thought it was going to go immediately. And, just remember that no matter what, you're going to be learning something along the way, always. Law school, not really. What happened was the economy tanked while I was there. I graduated in 1992, so getting a job afterwards was challenging. The AmeriCorps program was great for getting my career started, but I was working temp jobs and struggling right afterwards because the economy. Nope. Sorry.
Really?
My mother did all kinds of various jobs when I was in high school and law school. Like when I was in high school, high school and college, she was an office manager for landscape architects in Annapolis. And she did some marketing. And it's funny, when I was between my second and third year of law school, she went to work as the assistant director of the Maryland Trial Lawyers Association. And I never wanted to be a trial lawyer. Those are like plaintiffs' attorneys. But people were always like, they'd meet my mom, and I was still in school, and they'd be like, oh, did you pick this because of your mother? I'm like, no, I was 2 years into 3 years of law school before she started doing anything legal related. Criminal justice, which was part of the sociology department at the University of Delaware, with a minor in history. Originally wanted to go into criminal law. I wanted to be a prosecutor. But I was looking at public interest law generally. So, I became a legal aid attorney, worked for 2 different legal aid programs, one in St. Croix, one in Virginia. I spent 10 years with the Virginia Attorney General's office, and then 8 years as a guardian ad litem before I eventually became a prosecutor. So pick a major that you like and that interests you, because you're going to do well in what you like and interests you. So if it's English lit, great. If it's chemistry, awesome. Whatever. I held on to the cases that worked. And the cases that worked varied. Custody cases where, a lot of times what worked was what the parents came up with themselves. I would like, you really want to go to mediation and come up with an agreement that you can live with, because anything that you two come up with that you think you can live with is going to be better than what a judge hands you after listening to you for an hour. no, I mean, and I went, I was sort of casually employment hunting, but mostly because I was looking for stability in terms of salary and benefits and things like
Mm-hmm.
that. Um, so it was not oh my God, I got to get out of this, kind of job hunt when I changed jobs in January. It was more of I'm ready to have a salary that comes in on a regular basis and
Mm-hmm.
not, and the Affordable Care Act was really helpful for me to have health insurance, but, it was still like, salary, benefits, retirement, that kind of thing. The only advice I can say is, you know, um, get good grades, do well in your LSATs, pick a law school that you feel comfortable with.